But this is how you install WordPress for the first time on one of your domains, probably just one domain. So we can click that we want to install, we want to select that we want to install WordPress. There's also a few other things that we can install, like if you were going to have an e-commerce site, you may want WooCommerce as well. But we're just going to install WordPress. Okay, and you'll probably just want to keep the default for all of this, but since this account was actually registered to Quincy and my name is Bo, I'm going to update this to Bo. But again, you'll probably just keep the default. And everything else we can keep the default. I'll put in a password here. And then the website title, it's going to be called Robot Family Reviews. Okay, and I'll just click install. Okay, it's finished installing, so I'm going to go to my website again, and I'm going to refresh. And here it is, Robot Family Reviews. We have our WordPress installed. Go here, you can see the URL up here, Robot Family Reviews. And it says, hello world, welcome to WordPress. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see that better. This is just the default page that WordPress creates. So we're going to do a lot of customizing to this, but we can see that we have it successfully installed. Okay, so let me show you how we're going to get into our WordPress dashboard to start editing it. We don't even have to go back to the Hostinger website. Right from this website, we're going to go into the URL bar, and I'm going to put /wp-admin. So on most WordPress websites, the URL /wp-admin is where you go to be the administrator for the website or to configure the website. So let me press enter here. And now we have to log in. We'll log in with the information we used when we installed WordPress. So for my username, I'll put Bo, and the password will be the password I selected before. I'll click login. We are in our WordPress dashboard. So here is where we can start customizing our website. We've finished setting up the website and hosting. We got the domain name. We got WordPress installed on the hosting provider. We logged into the dashboard. Now we're going to start setting up and customizing the WordPress options. So what we're going to do first is go to the plugins here and see what installed plugins we have. So you can see there are quite a few things already installed, and the truth is we're just going to start from scratch. A lot of these default plugins aren't really that necessary because they may not really specifically apply to what we're going to try to do. So I'm going to select all the plugins here. I am going to delete all of them. And I'm sure I wanted to delete them. And some of them I'm going to have to deactivate first. So I'm going to go deactivate and apply. And now I will delete all of them. Don't worry, because all of these can be reinstalled if you need them. We're just going to start from scratch and show everything that we want to install. All the plugins that are going to work for the page that we're creating here. So let's go back to the dashboard. And so here's our main dashboard. So this dashboard is the back end of the website. It's where you control all the options. It's where you go to edit your website. And you can see whenever you want to see your website. Let me just show the different tabs up here. If I click Robot Family Reviews, it's going to go right to the main website. Or I can click back. Also, if I click here and click Visit Site, it's going to go to the site. So first I want to show you, before we get into all the customizing, I want to show you how you would make sure you have the most updated version of WordPress. So if you click Updates here right on the dashboard, we can see that there's nothing to update. If there's anything to update, it would say something like Update, or there would be a button around here, but we have the latest version, so we don't have to do anything as far as updating. But it's something you can keep an eye on over time. You probably want to get the latest version just in case there's any security updates that could be important to keeping your website secure. Okay, now let's look at how we can add a user or change the password of the user. So if I go to users here, we have currently one user, and it's Bo. And if I was going to change the password, I would just click here, go to edit, and then there's all these things I can change here. including setting a new password. But I like my password, so we're not going to do that. This is also where you can add a new user. If I click add new, you can have multiple users that can log in to the administrator portion of your WordPress page, and each user could have different roles. So maybe one person can only add new blog posts, where another person can actually redesign the whole website, depending on what abilities you want to give to each user. Okay, next we're going to set up what the URLs of our pages and posts will look like. So I'll go to settings here, and then I'm going to go to where it says permalinks. Okay, so the default is that it's going to have your root URL, and it's going to be /index.php, /year/month_num, and then we don't want to have all this extra thing. So what I'm going to do is just change it to post name. So the URL is just going to be a URL of something on our website. It's just going to be our root URL, and then just sample-post. Or this would be just the post name. So if you want, you can include the dates in here if you want to include the day and name or the month and name or a number. But we're just going to have the name of the post after the root URL. But it's really up to you how you want to do that. So I'll just go to Save Changes, and we're done with that. Next, we'll update the theme. The theme is the overall look and feel of a website. Certain themes will make it easier to update different parts of the website. So let me go to Appearance and Themes. So by default, there's just these three themes, and we're on this one right now. But there's hundreds or thousands of WordPress themes you can install. And we're going to do that right now. We're going to install just one new one. So I'm going to click on Add New Theme. And like I said, each theme is going to make it easier to update different parts of the website. So there's tons of different options here. But what we're going to do is install one that's very popular and also allows a lot of customization. This is called Ocean WP. So I'm going to just search for Ocean WP. If I click on here, Details and Preview, we can see that this has 5 stars. It has 4,559 ratings. And this one is one of the more popular WordPress themes. And one of the reasons why is because it's so customizable. It also can work with WooCommerce, just in case you want an e-commerce store. But to install this theme, I'm just going to go to Install up here. And this is going to give us a lot of options, no matter what type of website we're trying to create. It's one of the more popular free WordPress themes. It's especially good for beginners. It includes high-quality pre-made designs, and it's very easy to customize. Okay, it's installed, and now I'm going to click Activate. Okay, and you can see right here, new theme activated. Visit site. So let's visit site. And this is what, let me refresh here. Okay, so this is now what our website looks like with our new theme. It still doesn't look very nice because we're still going to be doing a lot more updating to customize it exactly how we want. But this theme is going to make customizing even easier. And you can see now, you can see this bar at the top. This bar is going to appear anytime you're logged in to WordPress and you're on your website. And it's going to make it easier to customize individual pages. If I just click Customize here, I could start editing this page directly. We're not going to do that right now, but we will do that a little later. I'm going to go back to the dashboard. So I'm going to click right here. And now we're going to add some plugins that we need. So I'm going to go to Plugins. So a theme determines the look and feel of your website. Plugins add new features and functionalities. For instance, with a plugin, you can add a contact form to your website. Also, you could block spam comments, implement a shopping cart. There's just tons of different things that plugins can help you add to your website. Depending on what theme, there may be some recommended plugins, and one of them is Ocean Extra for this one. So let's just begin installing this plugin. And then I'll click Install. Okay, now after we get Ocean Extra installed, there's just one more plugin we're going to install. Go to Add New, and this next one is called Elementor. And you can see this has 5 million active installations. It's one of the most popular WordPress plugins, and it makes it very easy to design professional looking web pages without coding. It gives a drag and drop page builder. You can see pixel perfect design, mobile responsive editing. It makes it just a lot easier, especially for beginners, to design a website. So I'm going to install this one. Okay, let's go to the list of all of our plugins again. I'm going to select them all, and then I'm going to activate, apply. So we're going to activate both plugins that we installed. So here's this welcome screen. We're going to just skip this. We don't need to go through this getting started right now. And let's go back to the plugins again just to make sure it worked. Elementor is activated, but we need to make sure Ocean Extra is also activated. You know, I think this plugin got installed wrong. So that could happen. If that happens, no, it's not a problem. We'll just delete this, and then we're going to reinstall it. So let me just refresh this page and begin installing this program again. This plugin, I mean. I think the problem is I went off the page while I was installing it before. So that could happen to you too. Not a problem. You just delete it and then reinstall it. Okay, it's all installed. It could take a little while. You just have to kind of wait till it finishes. So I'll go to Return to Dashboard. And with OceanWT, it has a setup wizard. So let's do Run the Setup Wizard. And it's going to show you the different things that you can do. So to get started, so the first thing to do is select the demo template. So this is something that's pretty great about OceanWP, is that it has all these demos included with it, and a lot of them are free. Now, the way they make money is that some of them you do have to pay for. But these ones that are included here, these are ones that are all free that we can see right here. So we can choose which demo looks most similar to what we want. If you're going to do an e-commerce, you can do store. We have personal, simple. You can even do a preview. So I could do a live preview of this and then see, and then if I like this preview, I can import it. You can see there's different blog tips. So we're going to go with something more simple here. I'm just going to go back here. Okay, and I kind of like this lawyer one. Now, you can choose any one you want, and all the things I'm about to teach you are going to apply no matter which of these demo templates that you choose. And I'm not making a page about a lawyer, but I just like some of these things that are in the lawyer page. I kind of like how it's set up. And like I said, we're going to be able to change every single one of the, we're going to be able to customize this. So you don't have to be making a website about whatever the name of this demo is. We can choose lawyer even though we're not making a website about a lawyer. So I'll just select this one. And I'll go to the bottom and install demo. And depending on which demo you install, there's going to be specific plugins that are necessary just for that demo. So let's click install now. Install now. Now, when it says get this add-on, that means we are going to actually have to pay extra for it. But the good thing is, it's optional. We don't need to get this add-on. It's just an optional thing that you can get. And so we're just not even going to get those add-ons, and we're going to see how we can still customize it and make the website exactly how we want, even without getting those add-ons. So I will now click import. And here is where we can customize it right from the screen if we wanted. We can upload a new logo, we can set the title, the tagline, and the thing is we can actually change all this stuff later. So I'm going to skip this step because I want to show you how we can change all this stuff right from within WordPress. So I'm going to skip this step, and we don't need any of this stuff, so I'll just click view the website. Okay, so now I'm going to click visit website, and so here is our updated website. You can see it's all about being a lawyer now, but we can change all of that, and we are going to do that. So I'm going to close this. Okay, we're back at the dashboard. Let me dismiss this. We can also, if we want to, we can activate this, but I don't want to, so I'm going to skip it. And going to this theme panel button here, if somehow you messed up when you were installing your demo, or it didn't install right, or you went off the screen, you could go click on this theme panel, and this is where you would install the demo. You could run the setup wizard, which we already ran. We could run that again, but we're not going to run that again. We already ran it. Okay, we got our theme and our demo installed. Let's just see what it looks like. I can go up here, click Visit Site, and so this is our lawyer theme. Obviously, like I said, we're not lawyers, but the next step I'm going to show you is how to use this as the base of our website and just go through and start customizing things, and how to customize the text, how to customize the image, how to customize layouts to go along with what our site is actually supposed to be about.